Uh, mm. This opponent is quite good, so I plan to catch up in the middle and overtake in the second half, even if I lag behind in the beginning. Let me see. I'm black. So looking at this approach, he gained profit, but seems I didn't take nothing, but it was planned. After this, he Tenukid. And here, this one stone looks very danger, but yes, if I have the chance to play one more time, for example here, then it will be captured. But don't mind to surround this one. This one, if I try to surround, he will make use of this ransom, so push cut and some reducing and profit from the outside. Then all this income from white is free profit, and we need to deduct from this total profit. Then it's not quite big. So it was just for attacking, and while white is driven by black, I gain a profit from the other side, and this was basically aimed at this Joseki and leather. This. As you can see, it was leather breaker. Now, as you can see, the opponent continues to purse profits. And if you think you are already late to follow, like this, and you can take over the influence without having to force yourself to follow. If there is no wasted move, like this, the balance is somehow right. Don't need to count accurately in the beginning. So I keep drive like this, and my opponent take profit again and again. Okay. And now you can see the for this decision. You can see the center. There is a huge muyo in the center. So if you simply want to surround this area, then maybe you might choose to surround as a shoulder hit or something. But like this, as you can see, the AI graph is favor for white, thing like this. But looking at the graph of artificial intelligence, it shows that, as you can see, white is a lot advantageous, but it's only because artificial intelligence's ability to erode power far exceeds humans. And I felt that there was nothing much disadvantage at the time. If you are not an artificial intelligence level super destroyer, there is nothing to worry about. So I didn't surround this center because looking at my own experience and the habits of my discourse, we try to make profits by surrounding the influence ourselves, which is a dangerous idea. You may be able to make some of the profits that look big, but all the process that the opponent's heroes are forced. Because if you surround here, fight, come here, combo here, and take profit on the left, and come over here, and if I block, he gets the profit on the right side, and if I want to surround the bottom, then white play something and take profit on the bottom. Like this way, like this, all the process that the opponent's heroes are forced, and if you deduct the opponent's free profits from the process, most of them are insignificant benefits, because you need to minus this profit from the center. If you are not in a very favorable situation, you shouldn't do that. Okay, anyway, I chose to play this and give Samaji on the corner, and he cut. So usually, if you encounter this kind of cut, Atari here and surround and around the center, but you need to keep in mind that this group is not stable yet, and white gets free profit from here, and this had already bent very powerful shape. So the outcome from the center is not very favorable. You will have to get used to changing influence to another form. Okay, I saved the bottom, and here like this. Here. So as you can see, I surround a little, but it is because minimum balance, the profit, but still the black's thickness is more than white. For example, since you're in an overwhelming advantage over your opponent from outside, like this, very thin cut here, and this seems a little bit thin, and this Hane works, and this drawing and Hane endgame works. So you have to care, by making use of the influence your opponents through an attack, or at least create something new, even if you can't. In my case, I create new influence in the process of breaking up the center group, and forcing life, don't need to care. Now white need to be alive. But this move was very clever. Okay, this don't need to kill, and like this, which became a condition for me to benefit from the left. Because if there is no influence, then this is normally connected, or at least alive. But in this case, because of this influence, we could do that. So this is kind of transforming. That was by changing the white's profit, I take influence, and that influence was just transformed by attacking this cut group, and the new profit was created. This. If it solidities as it is, the black victory will be likely. So the white jumped into the center. After this, jumped into the center. And while cutting it off, this, and I depended all means received the declaration of surrender. And, don't need to be risky here. If I play here some cool situation or make some action here. So I count briefly, and if I donate 3 stones and surround here, then I bet I'm ahead. To this, resign. Perhaps if the opponents had regained his coolness because this big dragon was dead, and finished as well as possible, the game would not have been guaranteed. But his mentality would have been shaken in this moment, and there would have been insufficient time to contemplate. That was the flow, how to deal with the influence. Thank you.